Hey everyone, I'm Shavindi and welcome to the first episode of a day trip to Santa's village. Since this is my first video, a little bit of intro into me. I have been traveling since the year 1996, but I started planning my own trips with my husband back in 2014. Since then, we have pretty much traveled every year, except for the COVID restriction time. So the reason that I wanted to make this video is because when I started planning our trip to Finland, I could not find a lot of details from those who have actually gone from Sri Lanka. Maybe there has been a lot of people, but not a lot of detail out there, and especially a one-day trip. So, without wasting a lot of time, I will go take you through this video. This is purely introductional in its sense, but in the coming weeks, I will release videos on each of the areas like visa, where to go, how to go, and what are the sites that you can book your train tickets, or what are the options that are available, and the activities that are available, and what you need to wear. So, I hope you enjoy this and you find this useful. So, let's get started. So a little bit of intro into Rovaniemi. This is nestled in the heart of the Finnish Lapland. It's truly a winter wonderland. I mean, from the time you step down from the train station, all you see is snow. Thick snow, it's white, it's falling, it's cold, but it's really beautiful. You get the twinkling lights, and this is famous. This is Santa Claus's hometown. Who wouldn't want to visit Santa Claus hometown, right? So this truly comes in to light, and it really sort of becomes an ethereal wonderland in winter. Though it's open 365 days a year, visitors get a really good idea of what actually truly a white Christmas is all about when you get to Rovaniemi and to Santa Claus's village. You have a lot of activities that you do. It's not only the Santa Claus that you can see. You have husky rides, reindeer rides. Then you have a workshop, Mrs. Claus. You can go to Santa's post office and send postcards. I will do all this a little bit in detail, as I said in the coming. Months. But this truly is a place that you need to go. And I would strongly suggest that you go in winter despite the cold weather. Since we are Sri Lankans, we need visa to go everywhere. So, for those of who have not been to Europe, when you're visiting anyone in the Schengen zone, this is a lot of about 28 countries. With one visa, you can travel to all these countries. But there are certain rules in place when you're picking from where you need to apply. One thing you need to find out is what is your main place of stay? What is your main location? So there are two ways that you can go about doing that. In simple terms, you need to see where you are entering the Schengen zone, and the second thing is you need to know how many days, where are you staying the longest. So that becomes a place of main stay. Based on that, you will need to apply. So if you're staying in Finland the longest, you will need to see who is processing the Finnish visa. To my knowledge, it's the Norwegian VFS in Sri Lanka, as there's no consulate. There you can find two posts about applying from the French embassy and the Italian embassy on my site www.mentrytravel.com. This is the next important thing. Are there flights? Yes. So traveling from Colombo to Finland includes, I mean, you might have maybe one or two layovers depending on the airline that you select. If you're going through Sri Lankan Airways, most of the time you will have a layover in India and most probably in either Zurich or in Munich. One of the two, depending on whether you take Swiss or Lufthansa. But there are three main airlines that you can do with one layover. One is Emirates, the other one is Qatar Airways, the other one is Turkish Airlines. All three have flights to Helsinki, and you can then take a flight to Rovaniemi or you can use a train. There are enough and more places to stay in Rovaniemi. Though the place is small, there are a lot of accommodation options within Santa's village as well as in the Rovaniemi town. But word of advice, you need to book these well ahead. I would suggest at least a year ahead. Put a tentative booking on booking.com with a free cancellation option. If your dates, you're not sure of your dates because it's going to sell out. So if you're planning to get your visa and then go and look for a place to say no, that is not going to work, you need to do that even before you plan. When you know you kind of have an idea you're going to go in December, you need to book it. If not, you're not going to find a place to stay. So that was pretty much a bit an introduction to planning a trip to Santa's village. I will take you through what we did there and what where you can book your tickets to everything in the coming weeks. I hope you really found this useful. If you have any questions, do hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, or even on my website. You can ask me, and I will get back to you. Thank you for listening in, and thank you for watching.